Okay, have a look at the short clip that follows me speaking here, and it's a clip that I recorded this morning of a dog that I'm working with at the moment. And I'm working with her for recall enhancement, for off-lead reliability, for overall obedience improvement, to make her a better member of society, a more trusted and responsive member of society, as our dog should be. And what you'll see here is that she's being given a command through a whistle, which is the wrong whistle. I accept that. I picked up a dud whistle that didn't peep as it should do when I blew it, so there's a note to self to plan and prepare better. But you'll see her response to the command in the presence of a high degree of distraction. What you'll also see is just how exciting, just how motivating she finds it to go after that particular stimulus. Now, in this instance, the stimulus is a cat. As per millions and millions of other dogs around the country, she will chase moving cats, doesn't particularly care about cats when they're stationary, will actually happily sit alongside a cat without a care in the world, but she wants the cat to move because the movement triggers the prey drive, the chasing, and the chasing is self-reinforcing and very rewarding for the dog. So that's what you're looking at here. What I'd also ask you to see is that you will hear people say that because she's experienced an electronic training collar throughout her training to date, that she is therefore being trained through force or fear, and that she's been shut down and suppressed. Look, anybody can tell you anything. You can read what anybody writes and anybody wants you to read. The only thing that really matters is looking at the dog. So have a look at the dog and decide for yourself, is this animal shut down? Is this animal suppressed? Has the behaviour, the natural behaviour of this animal, i.e. to be a predator and to chase after other animals, been hampered or damaged or, otherwise unfairly affected by my input, the training input that she's received? What I'd also like to point out is that by adding control to predatory behaviour, so teaching control behaviours to a dog that would choose to chase other things in the environment, you do not remove predation. You do not make a predator a non-predator. You don't make a dog that would like to chase things not like to chase things simply by adding control through commands. That is an area of training known as aversive conditioning, livestock proofing, people would call it, where you are developing an exact association with the dog and a specific animal, where you can say, do not approach that animal, do not chase that animal. And the dog will learn, I don't want to chase that animal, it's not worth chasing that animal, and that animal essentially is removed from the menu. But the dog still remains a predator and will find outlets elsewhere for that behaviour to display itself, to show. So again, just to point out, teaching control to a dog, i.e. recall, stationary positions, heel work, etc., that is a predator, that is a proven predator in the presence of high distraction, will simply do that. It will control the dog in the presence of high distraction. It will not stop the dog from wanting to chase after that particular animal. However, taking the dog and conducting aversive conditioning, avoidance training, livestock proofing, for example, towards sheep or cattle or deer, is taking a specific animal and saying to the dog, never go after that animal. They're very, very bad news. They'll bite you worse than you can bite them. So the two are very distinct. Don't confuse them. Anyway, have a look at the dog, see what you think. Sit. It's a hover, isn't it? Sit. Good girl. Better. Sit. Good girl. What's the temptation? Free? Okay. Okay. Come on. Good girl.